Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Meadow and I'm an independent fantasy and romance author. Let's just address the elephant in the room really fast. I don't normally sound like this. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, I have caught another bit of an illness. For any who's been watching my videos for a little bit here, I was also sick in November. So the fact that I'm sick now 2 months later again is very strange to me. And if my mom is watching this or will watch this, I know that she will tell me that I need to take more vitamins, and that's probably true. Just wanted to address that right off the bat. I do have a writing vlog for you, but I probably won't be speaking that much. One, because I sound like this, but also it does kind of hurt to speak a little bit, at least for a long period of time. So I'm going to do this intro and probably an outro, and that might be all you hear from me for this video. Despite my sickness, I have been editing draft 4 of Project Pirate. So our last video was about me querying Project Pirate, and essentially I never ended up sending out any queries. Couple of different reasons. I was getting a little lost in whether or not I wanted to change the tense of my story, and so I didn't end up sending out any queries because I was getting a second opinion. Since I have gotten that second opinion and also reread them myself and realized that no, I was just being a little silly. Present tense does not work for this story. It might if I were to change it around a little bit, but it doesn't work for the story the way it is right now, and I love the way that it is right now. So it is back to past tense, which is what it sounds the best to me. In that last video, I was also doing some edits of the first couple of chapters. I wanted to make sure that those chapters that the agents are looking at and are deciding whether or not they want to work with this project and with me, I wanted to make sure that they are at their best, whatever that may look like. And so I was doing some editing for the first chapters, and then I ended up getting so in the weeds of these edits that I have decided to just do a full draft 4 of this project. I want to say I'm about halfway through. I think I'm gonna finish it not this week, but probably early next week. And then I'll send out these queries and I move on. But for right now, I'm feeling really, really great about this edit. I'm not doing anything super crazy. The last draft, I had done some very large revisions. I had done very major revisions last time around. This time, I am just essentially going through and adding a little bit more clarifying details, because sometimes I feel like I'm not as clear always in certain things. Changing some sentence structure around. Like I'm essentially doing line edits. If this gets picked up by a publisher, I will need to do line edits again, obviously, but I'll be also doing a lot of other edits. But for right now, I'm doing line edits and kind of just going through everything, sentence by sentence, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. I am adding some more to the word count, which is interesting. I think I may get to 80,000 words. I started this draft at 75,000 words. I think I might get to 80, just because there have been some larger areas that I've expanded on, because sometimes I tend to just like yada 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 and they're at the next part of the story, and so I'm trying to expand on those scenes because I think that they have a lot of potential in there. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, as just an update. I'm taking things really easy because I'm not feeling 100% physically. I've been taking lots of breaks just to do some reading and to just have time away from the screen. I've been noticing my eyes have been straining a lot more this week just because of this. And I am just wearing just like nice, warm, cozy clothes. I always have a tea with me. Yesterday I was drinking a chai because I was feeling a little bit better yesterday. And then today I woke up with my voice sounding more consistently like this. So now I have like a ginger lemon honey tea to hopefully soothe my throat a little bit more. And so you'll probably always see me with a tea, because as soon as this is finished, I will be steeping this tea bag again and getting more honey in here. But at least this week I've been able to write, which I'm very happy about, because I feel like I haven't been able to do that much writing this month, even though January was supposed to be my month for writing, because things are so slow at work. And yet things were slow, but not like slow. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm a little delirious right now. Maybe that's what's happening. I think I'm going to get back into editing right now. Like I said, you probably won't hear from me that much, but I'm gonna try to update with my like subtitles throughout the vlog as much as I can, just to keep you in the know of what's going on. But essentially, I'm doing line edits of draft 4 of Project Pirate, which, if you don't know what Project Pirate is, it is my Greek mythology inspired sapphic pirate fantasy. It is like a little bit of like rivals to lovers in a sense. They're competing pirate captains. So that's like rivals to lovers to me. But that's kind of in the background. It's not like mainly of romantasy, you know? It's a fantasy with a subplot of romance that doesn't really show up until about halfway through the novel. But for the most part, it is just a straight up pirate fantasy, and it is so much fun. I oh my god, I adore these characters so much. I could go on and on, and maybe that's silly. Maybe it's just it's me saying that I adore myself and my writing. Myself specifically is the one where I'm like, huh, that's interesting. But I'm so passionate about this project, and I am really hoping that I can do something with this in the future. I really want to do something with this. I'm gonna get back into this right now, and I'll keep you updated on what's been going on. The first sequence you're gonna see was from what I filmed yesterday, just so you know. I'm super transparent. I wasn't feeling well enough to film this intro yesterday. And I couldn't care less about the continuity of this outfit. Not this week, guys. Usually I do. Usually I change outfits, but I've done enough yapping. Let's rest my voice and let's edit.